Hi everyone. How are we? We good? Ready for camp?
Yeah.
Good. Good. I'm going to start you up with a little game and a little puzzle. Okay. Will you, can I borrow you real quick?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure why I'm calling you up here because I'm not going to do anything. But I'm going to have you lay down. Okay. So your game is I want for 3 minutes for you to play side control. But you don't get to put any downward pressure chest to chest. I would prefer they not touch at all. Okay. But I want you to follow the spirit of the rule rather than the letter. If you get a nipple graze or something, I don't care about that. I just don't want any weight down direct on the chest. Can we live with that? How do we know when we need to reset? Anytime their spine comes up off the ground for, I don't know, like a 2 count, just reset and start again. Okay? That is all I'm going to give you. Go grab a dance partner. Raise your hand if you're surprised at how reliant you are on your own body weight to hold people down. More cheeseburgers. So I love this game. I love this puzzle. I'm going to show you one of the ways to solve it. Okay. When you become overly reliant on your own body weight to hold people down, when they get bigger than you, it doesn't work as well.
Here.
Some of the smaller fights, you don't even notice that. Right? So let me show you one of the solutions that I use, and we'll play with it a little bit, and then I'll show you how to attack people. Okay. Let's turn you head back. All right. So first thing, and I saw some of you did it. Staple. Disarm. Who got that far? A few of us. Okay. Underhook. Disarm. I will usually use my hand and my foot for base, and my head on the floor. Okay. Now, am I touching her chest? Yes. Is there any weight on your chest, Amelia?
No.
Right. She's talking fine. Okay. I am generally relatively nice with my staple, and I put it in the crook of their elbow. If you want to not be so nice, you can put it on their bicep, and their arm numbs out relatively quickly. Okay. It's camp though, so maybe the crook of the elbow. Yeah. I'm not going to set a timer, but I want you to we're going to break out again in just a second, and I want you to go play with this. Okay. Normally, I think that you will find that the most difficult side to manage is the far side. So I tend to overload the far side a little bit. And that's why I put my head on the floor. Okay? People will do different things, and you may have to shift weight from one arm to the other. But the great thing about using the arms is they're big levers attached to their spine. Right? So I don't have to control rotation from the sternum. I can control it with the arms. And it's a lot less work. Okay? It took a while to figure out how to attack people properly from here, but I'm going to shortcut that. If, this one's important, if you decide to lift your head up off the ground, be mindful that if they go towards the far side, they will make you headbutt the floor. Okay? So you either need to be far enough away from the floor that doesn't happen, or just keep your head on the floor until you're used to it. Or if you've got a Rottweiler neck, just headbutt the floor. Do we need to see it again? We think we got an idea.
So inside is pinning. Okay.
Yeah, typically I go, and we can talk about some of the variations. With really mobile inverters, I make some adjustments. But this works for most of them. Okay, so it's the inside leg, inside arm, and I'm just kind of basing wherever I need to put my hands and feet on this side to deal with the movement. Okay. And my hairline, or where it used to be, is what attaches to the floor. Okay? Go take a few minutes and go play with it. Also, the space, I control a lot of the space that I leave in here by how much I'm pointing my toes. So if you need to point your toes more to put more downward pressure on the inside of the elbow, do that. Okay. Also, so that's on that side. What am I saying on this side? For now, just to make your life easier, keep your arm on this side of your head. If you haven't already figured that bit out. Okay. If it gets away, it's not the end of the world. We can still do bad shit to it. But for now, leave it on this side. Yes? 1, 2, 3. We'll play. What questions do you have?
Why do you do the side foot at the stick?
Maybe for the
It happened because of stuff people were doing. So, maybe to answer that question, let me show you a couple of variations I use. Alright. So, this is standard. This is for high calorie grapplers. I'm a double staple. Okay? And this is for the inverters. Okay. So I usually will start here, and the answer might be because the entry is easier that way. And it might just be something unique to me. I have an easier time pummeling that leg in to get that staple than the leading leg. Does that make sense? We probably won't do much with the inversion variation. I'm going to show you a fun one to hit the big boys with towards the end, I think. What other questions?
How the hell do you get out of it?
I don't know.
That's why he does it.
That's why I do it. It's tough to get out, which is why I love it. Real tough to get out. Usually and I'll show you, the explosive movements will put you directly in trouble. Usually it's the patient people who are just slowly wiggling that manage to get themselves out. But the big explosive stuff, because normally people explode in or they explode away, because it's their arms that are pinned, it's just naturally able to do that. Okay. Before we get there, let's start going through. This is probably my go-to from here, and hopefully, maybe I'll get the award. This will probably be the meanest shit you see during camp. Has anybody trained the roadhouse choke before? Rob Bernanke's invention? Has anybody trained with Rob before? All right, so the roadhouse choke. We're going to do it without the front side crucifix first, just so we know what we're talking about, and then I will show you how to apply it in context. Okay? So, it is just a really aggressive neck post, which makes it completely legal in competition. Rob does it all the time. To the point the refs usually ask him not to do it. Just because they don't have to deal with angry people. This shape. Okay? And you are going to be using the pad of your thumb and that first knuckle. You ready, sis? Mm-hmm. Here. And we go all the way up into the jowls and then just apply pressure down.
Do it before you swallow.
And it comes on like a ton of bricks. It comes on hard and heavy. And really, you're not applying squeezing pressure, right? You just keep it narrow enough that it's good to go, and then just apply downward pressure in. And we're getting ready to make this way nastier. But I at least want you to, I think you'll only take just a couple minutes. And listen, this one absolutely is consent-based. So if you're not down for this, don't be down for it. You're not gonna hurt my feelings at all. To tell you the truth, I only do this to people that I know and trust and love. I never do this to the free trial guy. I won't do it to maybe a couple of people I trust and do it. So it is a very kind of intense and intimate joke. So use it sparingly, or I guess it depends on how you are as a person, right? But if you want to go do it real quick, I would just do it from here while they're laying down, and then I will show you how I apply it. God, it's even worse. From the topside crucifix. Okay? We ready? 1, 2, 3. Not be applying any pressure to the larynx. It's one of the reasons why we go up so high. Is because the windpipe actually starts to collapse the higher up you go. Here it's real hard. Up further into the neck, it collapses out of the way so you can fix the carotids. Okay? I've had a couple people ask me, so I figured out how to tell you. Do you need more time for this? Everyone's like, all right, let's make it even worse. Here we go. So, from the front side crucifix, you all may need to be in front of me to see it. So I'm here, and I'm here, but it's hard for me to apply much pressure from here. Okay, so I'm actually going to lift my hips, and I put my elbow right on my hips, and I drop all of my body weight into it. Okay, I told you not to put it in the chest; it's fine in the neck. Okay, so it's literally I've got this. I lift my hips up just enough that I can get my elbow under it, and then I just drop my hips down, and that gets it. Okay?
Do not remove it as staple.
Absolutely not. No, they don't get to go anywhere. They get to sit and take the ride. Okay. You want to try it? 1, 2, 3. I use that everywhere. Most of the time, it's just to elicit a reaction. And as you probably well noticed, it elicits reactions. Okay. People do not like it. So you will be surprised when you need to get things moving. That is a quick way to do it. Okay. What's going to be next? Of course.
I don't know if you wanted there.
Yeah, I'm just kind of wanted to decide what's next. All right. So I think it's worthwhile. I'm probably not going to teach. Who has not ever worked in North-South Kimura? Come on. We'll go through it then. So the most common reaction that you're going to get if you don't finish that choke right there is they're going to blast in towards you. Okay. Even when your head's down. And if it doesn't, you can lift your head up a little bit and then they'll blast you. And it'll sit you right up. Okay. As they are blasting you, think about pulling that arm tight to the chest. Okay. That is number one, probably most important detail. Okay. So here, I'm not getting what I want. Maybe I lift my head up a little bit, and then they blast there. Okay. I'll start stepping over the head. I'll keep the staple on this arm, because that's really their only and best way out. Okay. I'm here, tight. They may be trying to reach for things. Most of the time, if I've got this caught right, they're going to have a tough time. Right? Then I'll punch this other arm through, get my Kimura grip, and start working on reach. Okay. Let's just work for just a couple of minutes, the first half of it, and then we'll work the back half of it. Okay, so get in this front side crucifix, maybe lift your head up a little bit to bait them, and as soon as you feel them coming, pull them. Boom. Here. Okay. Once you got a good hug, just reset and go again. We good with that? 1, 2, 3. Jesse, why don't you spin around for a sweet armbar? I'm glad you asked. I think that is the dumbest fucking armbar in all of jiu-jitsu. I was on top, and I'm gonna go sit on my ass and maybe let you get up and out. Forget it. No chance. If I want an armbar, I'll take it from there. I'm not gonna spin around and sit down. How's this going? We feeling it? All right. Most of you all know how to finish a Kimura. Only thing that I want to add, that maybe doesn't get talked about enough, my folks are so exhausted about hearing this. Every joint lock that I do, I'm not even gonna worry about that.
Oh, okay.
I try to put in traction, put that joint in tension before I even start the braking mechanics. That way I have way less work to do, right? Especially with this one, right? If I don't have this thing in tension, see where it goes.
That's a movie though.
But Amelias exist everywhere. Oh, that's horrifying. Right? But look, once I get this, I use my forearm to pull into her elbow and put it under traction. Now, I save that much just by giving it a little up pull. Okay? That won't always be the same to put it in traction. There's different ways to do it for different joint locks. But every one I do, I'm trying to do that. With my goal being that the braking mechanics almost are visually imperceptible. This one's tough, I'm not there yet. But that's always my goal, is that you can't even see how I finish it. Okay? So, I want you to play with that while you're doing this. Okay? Pull up on it, pull that shoulder, put it in traction, then finish. Yes? 1, 2, 3. Let's play. So I've got a really funny story about this particular submission. I always get reminded of it every time I teach it. So look at this guy. He was a physician. I think you were around for this dude. And he signed up, full membership and everything, blue belt.
Oh.
He would only come to open mats on Sunday.
Yes, I can see it.
He wrestled in high school, maybe some in college. He'd come in every open mat. And he would just wreck shop with that. The North-South Committee. Fucking everybody. He's hitting it on everybody. And I got so tired of it. I'm like, why are y'all still falling for this? And I took everybody that was in the open mat that day after he left. Showed him how to defend it. Next Sunday, he hit 0. The following Monday, he canceled his membership. You remember this guy?
I do.
And that wasn't my intention, right? Sometimes blue belts get stuck on the thing, they get that endorphin rush. Holy shit, I'm tapping people, finally, fuck. And they get stuck, get in that rut. And I was hoping I could steer him out of it. I sure did. We don't have time.
Yeah, 15 minutes. We started late.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Yeah. You want another knee and arm lock?
Yeah.
Eric, where you at? Come here.
What a gentleman.
Well, he can tolerate my weight a little better. Let's get you that hand point. Nope. That hand point up there. So, they may be doing any number of things with this arm, but I really, most of the time, unless they're just really wanting to get Americana, they usually leave it on that side anyway. Okay. My head's already down. So if I'm feeling any sort of, they don't have a lot of fight in this arm, I'm probably coming across. Okay, so here,
That's just so mean for no reason.
is it?
Eric is not having a good time.
So, now we'll talk about the 3-joint rule. Who's heard of the 3-joint rule? Who hasn't heard of it? Ah, good. All right, so.
Smoke 3 joints and nothing matters?
All right, so the 3-joint rule tells us that anytime we're doing a joint lock, we need to control the joint above, or joints, the joint or joints below, and have some capacity to dump kinetic energy into the one that we're attacking. Okay? It does not always have to live in the same limb, right? The north-south Kimura, what are the 3 joints? The one we were just doing. We're attacking the shoulder. Elbow's one, what's the other?
Spinal alignment.
Spine. Okay.
Spinal.
So now, if we're doing an arm lock, what are our joints? Shoulder. And then have something to dump kinetic energy into the elbow. Right? Okay. So, this starts coming over. You can put as much or as little weight as you want on this leg. Boom. Okay, I'm going to just forget about the arm so you can see this bit. Coming across, and I pinch that shoulder. Okay. My neck is what is controlling the wrist. Here. So I pinch it in between my ear and my shoulder. I will pull. That's how I have traction here. I actually pull with this pinch here. And then I just paddle my hands. To get the arm. Okay. That's it. Pinching shoulder, pinching wrist, pull to get that traction. And then paddles on the hand, making sure that I'm dumping it above the elbow to get the fulcrum. You want to go try it? Be nice to your partner's neck. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Usually when I'm with the big kids, I don't know, do I? Yeah, I guess I do stack it the other way. So I usually stack and I'll switch it. So if I can tell they're moving a lot, they're being real big, I'll stack it. And I'll put the inside foot on the top. With the hopes that he's going to try to bicep curl me off of here. And usually I get what I want for Christmas. Okay. So as soon as I feel that forearm come up and he starts trying to curl it, and I just have a thumbnail bicep slicer. Okay. Yeah, y'all can come around the front and you may lose it. So as soon as I feel that forearm come up, this top leg kicks through. And I circle it around. So I'll scoot back enough to where I can feel his wrist get in my hip. And then I'll bring my knee back up. And then just weight down on it. Okay. I've become way more careful with this. We had a guy. Were you there that night?
I think
Open
it was.
mic?
Yeah, it was.
I didn't really have strong feelings about this until this happened. But this guy came in just fucking baked and decided not to tap to that. And his forearms snapped.
But he was so baked, he did not know who
He was trying to figure out who it was that made that noise.
We're like you, dumbass.
Now, luckily, we had one
Exactly.
of the... Yeah, it was a 3-joint rule, right? Luckily, we had one of the heads of Louisville EMS there, so she went out to the truck and got the split, everything. And by the time she got back, he was in a puddle. Just
It was kind of
half in
great.
shock. It was not great.
It was great for me.
So,
No.
tap to this, whether it hurts or not. Slicers you need to fucking respect.
Yeah.
They're not something you tough through. Okay? You need to see it again before you give it a whirl? So I will tell you a little bit of this is attribute based. You may struggle with it a little bit. I've got silly, very flexible hips. Here, that comes up. I scoot down until I feel it bite in my hip. And then I drag my knee around until it's lined back up. And then I just kind of push my shin out and sit back. Or drive down. Okay. Yes?
Are you using the inside way of the hip to
Some of it will depend on where it lands. Sometimes it's my inside hip that'll do it. Sometimes it's my pubic bone that'll do it. It just kind of depends on how far their arm slides in. But it'll be one or the other that I'm using to pressure. Okay. Want to go give it a try? 1, 2, 3.